Hello, welcome back to the Villa View for another video. Now, it is only one day now until Aston Villa do take on Birmingham City at Villa Park for the first time since September 2015, where Aston Villa ran out winners 1-0 thanks to a Rudy Gestede goal. I'm going to be previewing the game because Dan unfortunately couldn't be with us for it, so it's just going to be me. But as I'm sure you've seen throughout the week, we've had plenty of content to do with the Birmingham City versus Aston Villa game. Make sure you are checking that out. All the links can be in the description so you can check out some of the content we've done on this day. We've had throwbacks to Ian Taylor on our social media, so make sure you are checking that out. But let's preview what is to come in what is possibly, I'd argue, the biggest derby in English football. Week started with a loss at Fulham on Easter Monday in a game that Villa didn't really get into after the send-off to Jonathan Kodjia, and obviously that's going to be a huge miss for Villa, missing Jonathan Kodjia, who is missing the game through that one-match suspension that he has been given. Meanwhile, Birmingham City did lose also at the weekend, which means that Gianfranco Zola actually left the club. I think it came to a surprise that he walked before he was sacked, but they have brought in Harry Redknapp as their manager with Steve Cockrell alongside him as assistant manager, which makes it, I must say, a really frightening lineup in terms of a manager. I think he's a really good manager. I do rate him. I know he's dragged teams into administration and whatever else, but I think as a manager to motivate, Mr. Motivator, I think having someone like Harry Redknapp in there could be a game changer for Birmingham City in their hunt to try and survive. This is the game, though, that everybody looked back at, though, in sort of August time and thought, this is the game that could send us back to the Premier League. This is the game that could decide so much. But really, this game doesn't decide nothing for Aston Villa anymore. But for Birmingham City, if they lose on Sunday, they could be properly dragged into the mire, into the relegation deep zone. And with those teams picking up points below them, the likes of Blackburn, the likes of Nottingham Forest, these teams are down there as well. They're fighting for their points as well, but they are down there in a real scrap. And I think they're going to be really up for it, especially with a new manager. If you're not up for a derby already, but having a new manager and needing points to survive, it just adds to the tonic even more. Birmingham City have won 2 of their last 23 games, I believe it is, which means they are right down there. A really poor decision to sack Gary Rowett, and they're left in this hole that they're in now. And really, performance-wise, they've been dire, and I'm not expecting the best game of football. I'm expecting passion. I'm expecting blood. I'm expecting tears. It's going to be Gary Gardner versus Craig Gardner potentially as well, which is always going to be an interesting battle, especially when Craig Gardner said in the Villa programme when he was younger that he was a boyhood Villa fan. You're playing for Birmingham City. Meanwhile, Gary Gardner obviously is a Villa fan, playing for Villa. It'll be interesting to see if he plays, but for me, the lineup will be as follows. It's on your screen now. So for Villa, I've predicted in goals, Sam Johnstone. I think that picks itself. I think he's been okay at the moment. At right back, I think Alan Hutton will be returning to that role. He's made his own at the moment, and he will be taking that role. I think at centre-backs, it will be James Chester alongside Nathan Baker. At left-back, Neil Taylor has expected to be fit for the game. If that's really important, I think he's a lot more as a solid option. Moving further forward, I've been interested in trying to work out what will happen because obviously Bruce made the changes for the game against Fulham, which means you're predicting what he's going to do next. For me, I think it's going to be Mili Jedinak in the sitting role in the middle of midfield, with Conor Horan on the one side and Henry Lansbury in front of him as well. Gabby Bonglor is expected to be fit, and I can honestly see Steve Bruce throwing him in there. I can see it being Jack Grealish playing in a number 10 role behind the strikers. I'm expecting Scott Hogan and Gabby Bonglor to start front. I think this is the way we're going to be playing just because Steve Bruce loves Gabby Bonglor, and I think he will be playing him. And I think Scott Hogan's still got that point to prove, and this could be a really big game for him in terms of scoring another goal for us and putting his name on the team sheet and proving that Bruce, I can score goals, because at the moment he hasn't done much for us yet, if we're being honest. Injuries obviously haven't helped him much, but I think that we really do need to push him on. I think really we have to have a go at Blues, and that's really important for me. We can't sit back and defend deep because it will be a boring derby. And I think the way the fans are at the moment, we need to get a win. This game means so much to so many people. It's the bragging rights for the next season. It's everything to so many people. And we have to see a performance that matches the passion and the commitment that these fans are going to be showing on Sunday. I think we have to contain them and play our own football. We have to be using the likes of Jack Grealish because these players understand what it means. And for me, Jack Grealish had an okay game. He wasn't great by any stretch of the imagination against Fulham, but he has that bit of magic and he can produce something. We know he's got that quality. He just needs to show it a little bit more. And for me, what better game to do that than against the scum? I'm going to predict a win. I'm going to say it here now. I think we'll win. I think Bruce understands this game. At home, with such that rapturous support behind us, we're going to win. I'm going to say it now. My prediction is going to be a 2-0 win to Aston Villa. I think Scott Hogan's going to score the one, and I do think that Jack Grealish will get the other. I can see it happening. I think we're going to have the performance. We're going to have the performance that can show us that we can play this attacking, dynamic football we've rarely seen this season. I'm just so looking forward to this game. I'm pumped for it. and I hope you guys are as well too. If you have enjoyed this video, then please do drop us that like below, commenting your predictions ahead of the game. What are your thoughts on the game? What is going to happen? And subscribe to the Villa View with your post notifications on if you are new to the channel. If you enjoyed that video, why not watch another one? Click the video choices on screen now to go and watch them in full. And don't forget to subscribe. Click on our logo there on the left and press subscribe. Easy.